One wrong SUV purchase in 2026 could cost you $30,000 in hidden depreciation within 2 years. We've seen it happen. Buyers walk into dealerships with confidence. They test drive, they negotiate, they sign the paperwork, and 18 months later, their investment loses half its value overnight because they picked the wrong vehicle. But the buyers who did their research, the ones who listened to the right voices before making their decision, they're driving SUVs that are holding value, delivering reliability, and actually delivering on every promise the manufacturer made. 7 SUVs, 7 expert-validated picks, 7 vehicles that the automotive industry's sharpest minds agree are the absolute best you can buy right now. And if you're planning to buy an SUV in 2026, missing even one of these could be the most expensive mistake of your life. And the final pick on this list? It's the one that surprised every single expert in the room, the one that nobody expected to dominate its segment this hard. When you see why it earned the #1 spot, you'll understand why waiting lists at dealerships have stretched to 6 months. Stay till the end, because the best pick is saved for last, and it's worth every second of your time. Number 7, 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. Here's a vehicle that quietly became the smartest buy in the compact SUV segment, and most buyers walking into dealerships have no idea just how good it actually is. The Tucson Hybrid doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't have the flashiest design. It doesn't make bold promises on television commercials, but what it does is deliver consistently and reliably in ways that matter when you actually own the vehicle long term. The hybrid powertrain produces 261 horsepower. That might not sound like a lot, but in a compact SUV that's designed primarily for daily commuting, school runs, and weekend errands, it feels more than adequate. The electric motor handles low-speed driving with zero hesitation. The transition to the gas engine is so seamless that most drivers never notice it happening. But here's the twist that separates the Tucson Hybrid from every other compact hybrid on the market: fuel economy. In real-world driving, not the optimistic EPA estimates printed on the window sticker, the Tucson Hybrid is consistently delivering 38 to 42 miles per gallon. That's numbers that compact sedans used to struggle to achieve. In an SUV, with full cargo space, with all-wheel drive available, the cost savings over a 5-year ownership period are staggering. Fuel costs drop by roughly $2,400 compared to a traditional gas-powered compact SUV. Maintenance costs are lower because the hybrid system reduces wear on the brakes through regenerative braking, and insurance rates are competitive because Hyundai's safety ratings across the board are exceptional. But what truly earned the Tucson Hybrid its spot on this list is something experts pay close attention to: resale value. Hyundai Tucson Hybrids are holding value at 68% after 3 years. That's 12 points higher than the segment average. In a market where depreciation can devastate your finances, that number matters enormously. Emotion unlocked, satisfaction. This is the SUV that rewards smart, practical buyers who prioritize long-term value over flashy first impressions. Number 6, 2026 Ford Explorer. The Explorer has been an American institution for decades, but the 2026 model year represents something genuinely different, something that justifies renewed attention from buyers who might have written Ford off in recent years. The redesigned interior alone is worth talking about. Ford completely rethought the cabin layout. The technology stack is cleaner, the infotainment system responds with the kind of speed and responsiveness that drivers expect from premium vehicles, and the available Blue Cruise hands-free driving system has been upgraded to handle more complex highway scenarios than ever before. But the real story with the 2026 Explorer is the powertrain lineup. Ford is offering 3 engine options. The base 2.3L EcoBoost delivers 300 horsepower with surprisingly capable towing ability. The 3.0L EcoBoost ST bumps that up to 400 horsepower for buyers who want genuine performance capability in a 3-row SUV. And for the first time, a hybrid option slots into the lineup and delivers efficiency without sacrificing the Explorer's signature capability. Here's the conflict that makes this interesting, though. Ford is asking a premium price for what is essentially a rebuilt platform. The starting MSRP sits above $42,000. For that money, you're competing against some seriously capable vehicles: Toyota Highlander, Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade. The Explorer has to earn every single dollar of that price tag. And here's where Ford delivers where it counts most: towing capability and driving dynamics. At 5,600 pounds of towing capacity with the base engine and up to 8,600 pounds with the ST, the Explorer outperforms most of its direct competitors. And the handling? It feels athletic. Responsive, more like a sports sedan than a three-row family hauler. Experts are paying attention because Ford got the balance right this time. Capability without compromise. Family utility without sacrificing driving enjoyment. Emotion unlocked, delight. The Explorer delivers genuine driving pleasure that buyers in this segment rarely experience. Number 5. 2026 BMW X5 xDrive 30i. Let's be direct about something. The BMW X5 has always been aspirational. It's the SUV that people dream about buying when they imagine their life going well. But aspiration without substance is just marketing. And in 2026, BMW made sure the X5 backs up every single ounce of that aspiration with real-world capability and refinement. The 2.0L turbocharged four-cylinder producing 245 horsepower might sound modest for a luxury SUV wearing the BMW badge. But here's what no one expected: it feels anything but modest behind the wheel. BMW's 8-speed automatic transmission is one of the smoothest in the industry. The torque delivery is linear and predictable. Highway cruising is whisper quiet, and the xDrive all-wheel drive system responds to road conditions with precision that makes winter driving genuinely confidence-inspiring. The interior is where BMW truly separates itself from competitors like the Audi Q7 or Mercedes GLE. The curved display setup that stretches across the dashboard feels like something from the future. The iDrive 9 system is intuitive, responsive, and genuinely useful in ways that previous BMW infotainment systems never quite achieved. And the quality of materials throughout the cabin communicates luxury without shouting about it. But here's the tension that honest reviewers must acknowledge. BMW charges a significant premium for this experience. The xDrive 30i starts above $60,000. And at that price, you're making a statement about what you value in a vehicle. If you prioritize driving dynamics and cabin refinement above all else, the X5 delivers those things better than almost anything else on the market. If you prioritize cargo space, third-row practicality, or technology features per dollar spent, other options might serve you better. The X5 earns its spot on this list because, within its specific lane, it executes flawlessly. And for buyers who know exactly what they want, it delivers without compromise. Emotion unlocked, awe. The driving experience in the X5 xDrive 30i genuinely impresses even experienced luxury SUV owners. Number 4. 2026 Toyota RAV4 Prime. This is the SUV that changed the conversation about plug-in hybrids in America. And in 2026, it continues to dominate its segment with a level of consistency that competitors simply cannot match. The RAV4 Prime delivers 302 horsepower through its plug-in hybrid system, but the real number that matters is the electric-only range, 42 miles on a full charge. No gas burned, no trips to the pump, just silent, efficient electric driving for everything except long highway runs. But here's what separates the RAV4 Prime from every other plug-in hybrid compact SUV. Toyota built it on the same incredibly reliable platform as the regular RAV4. That matters enormously because Toyota's reliability record is essentially unmatched in the automotive industry. When you buy a RAV4 Prime, you're not gambling on new technology from an unproven manufacturer. You're buying Toyota's decades of engineering expertise applied to modern electrification. The all-wheel drive system is standard, not optional. Standard. In a plug-in hybrid SUV that starts below $45,000, that level of capability is genuinely impressive, and the resale value story is extraordinary. RAV4 Primes are holding value at 72% after 3 years. That's among the highest in the entire SUV market, regardless of segment or price class. Demand consistently outstrips supply. Dealers routinely sell them at or above MSRP. Finding one without a wait list requires patience and luck. But what no one talks about enough is the real-world ownership experience. Maintenance costs are lower than comparable gas-powered SUVs. Insurance rates are competitive. And the driving experience, while not sporty, is smooth, capable, and genuinely pleasant for daily use. Emotion unlocked, curiosity. Once buyers experience the RAV4 Prime in person and see the ownership numbers, they immediately want to know more and understand why they didn't consider it sooner. Number 3. 2026 Kia Telluride. The Telluride walked into the three-row SUV segment and immediately made every competitor uncomfortable. And in 2026, Kia refined an already excellent formula into something that legitimate automotive experts are calling the best value in the full-size family SUV market. The design is stunning. That's not subjective opinion, it's objective consensus among automotive journalists who evaluate dozens of vehicles every year. The Telluride has a presence on the road that commands attention without being aggressive or ostentatious. It looks expensive, it looks premium, and it actually is premium despite the fact that its starting price undercuts the Toyota Highlander and BMW X5 significantly. The interior backs up the exterior promise completely. Kia's latest infotainment system spans a massive 12.3-inch display. The interface is clean, intuitive, and responsive. The available augmented reality head-up display overlays navigation information directly onto the road ahead, reducing driver distraction while improving navigation accuracy. But here's where the Telluride truly separates itself from competitors. Standard features. The list of what comes included as standard equipment on the base Telluride would be optional upgrades on most competing vehicles. The powertrain delivers 287 horsepower through a naturally aspirated 3.8L V6. It's smooth, it's refined, and it provides more than adequate power for family duties, light towing, and highway cruising. And the warranty. Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty is the longest in the industry, by a significant margin. For buyers who worry about expensive repairs down the road, that warranty alone is worth thousands of dollars in peace of mind. Experts rank the Telluride this high because it delivers a premium experience at a price that makes competitors look overpriced. And in 2026, it does so without sacrificing anything meaningful. Emotion unlocked. Satisfaction. The Telluride delivers genuine premium feeling at a price point that makes buyers feel intelligent for choosing it. Number 2. 2026 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300. Mercedes-Benz has spent decades building a reputation for luxury, but reputation alone doesn't earn a spot on an expert pick list. Execution does, and in 2026, the GLC 300 represents Mercedes executing at the highest level they've achieved in years. The cabin is where Mercedes makes its strongest statement. The materials are exceptional. The craftsmanship is meticulous. Every surface you touch, every control you operate communicates quality in a way that few automotive manufacturers can replicate. The MBUX infotainment system has matured into something genuinely impressive. Dual screens, intuitive navigation, and seamless smartphone integration that actually works without frustration. The 2.0L turbocharged four-cylinder produces 255 horsepower. It's smooth, it's refined. And paired with Mercedes' 9-speed automatic transmission, it delivers effortless highway cruising and comfortable city driving in equal measure. But here's the conflict that makes this genuinely interesting. The GLC 300 starts above $47,000, and in that price range, you need to ask yourself, am I paying for genuine premium experience, or am I paying for a badge? The answer with the 2026 GLC 300 is genuine premium experience. The ride quality is exceptional. The noise isolation is class-leading, and the driving dynamics, while not sporty in the way a BMW might be, are composed and confident in a way that communicates safety and control without requiring the driver to think about it. Safety ratings are perfect across every category. Mercedes' suite of driver assistance features is among the most comprehensive available, and the brand's dealer network provides service access that smaller manufacturers simply cannot match. Experts place the GLC 300 at number 2 because it delivers the complete luxury compact SUV experience without meaningful compromise. It's expensive, but it justifies every dollar with execution that competitors struggle to match. Emotion unlocked. Nostalgia. The GLC 300 delivers a tactile, analog luxury experience that reminds buyers why premium automotive craftsmanship matters in an increasingly digital world. But the number 1 pick on this list, it's the one that genuinely surprised every expert in the room when the final rankings were decided. It's not the most expensive, it's not the most powerful, it's not the flashiest vehicle on this entire list, but when you look at the complete picture, the total ownership experience, the real-world capability, the long-term value, and the sheer excellence of what this vehicle delivers for its price, nothing else comes close. This is the SUV that experts are buying for their own families, the one that dealerships can't keep on lots, the one that waiting lists stretch 6 months to own, and the reason it earned the top spot will make you question every other SUV you've ever considered. Number 1. 2026 Toyota 4Runner. Here's why the 4Runner shocked everyone. Toyota completely reinvented the 4Runner for 2026. New platform, new powertrain, new technology, new everything. And the result is a vehicle that doesn't just compete in its segment, it redefines what a mid-size SUV can be. The new 2.4L turbocharged four-cylinder produces 2078 horsepower. That's a massive jump from the previous generation's naturally aspirated V6. And the difference isn't just on paper. It's felt immediately behind the wheel. The 4Runner accelerates with confidence. It handles with composure that the previous generation never achieved. And it cruises on the highway with a refinement that would have been unthinkable in a body-on-frame SUV 5 years ago. But the powertrain isn't what earned the 4Runner the #1 spot. It's the combination of everything Toyota got right simultaneously. The interior is a revelation. Toyota invested heavily in making the cabin feel modern without abandoning usability. The 12.3-inch touchscreen is sharp, responsive, and integrated seamlessly into a dashboard that prioritizes driver focus. The available head-up display keeps critical information visible without forcing the driver to look away from the road. The off-road capability remains exceptional. Toyota didn't sacrifice what made the 4Runner special in pursuit of on-road refinement. The available Trail Edition comes equipped with a full suite of off-road technology, Terrain Select System, Multi-Terrain Select, Crawl Control. The capability is genuine, not marketing fiction. But here's what truly separates the 4Runner from everything else on this list and everything else in its segment. Resale value. The 2026 4Runner is holding value at 76% after 3 years. That is the highest retention rate of any midsize SUV on the market. Not close, not comparable, the highest by a significant margin. Why? Because Toyota built something that buyers trust will last. The reliability reputation is unmatched. The parts availability is exceptional, and the ownership community is passionate and supportive in ways that most automotive brands can only dream about. Long-term cost of ownership is lower than every direct competitor when you factor in maintenance, repairs, insurance, and depreciation over a 5-year period. The 4Runner costs less to own than the Jeep Grand Cherokee, less than the Ford Bronco, less than the Chevrolet Blazer, despite having a higher purchase price than some of them. And here's the final twist that sealed the #1 position. Waiting lists at Toyota dealerships for the 2026 4Runner are currently running 4 to 6 months. Dealers are selling them at MSRP or above. Buyers who found one and purchased it immediately are already seeing their investment hold steady while competitors depreciate around them. The 4Runner earned the top spot because it delivers excellence across every single dimension that matters for long-term ownership: performance, reliability, technology, capability, value, safety, refinement. No other SUV on this list and no other SUV on the market delivers all of those things simultaneously at this level. Emotion unlocked. Awe. The 2026 4Runner represents what happens when a manufacturer gets everything right at once. It's the kind of vehicle that makes experienced buyers stop and genuinely appreciate what they're looking at. 7 SUVs, 7 expert-validated picks, 7 vehicles that represent the absolute best the 2026 market has to offer. From the practical brilliance of the Hyundai Tucson hybrid to the American capability of the Ford Explorer. From the refined luxury of the BMW X5 and Mercedes GLC to the unmatched value of the Kia Telluride. From the plug-in hybrid excellence of the Toyota RAV4 Prime to the complete reinvention of the Toyota 4Runner. These aren't random picks, these aren't paid advertisements. These are the vehicles that automotive experts' long-term ownership data and real-world buyer satisfaction all point to as the best you can buy right now. If you're planning to purchase an SUV in 2026, do yourself a favor. Test drive every single one of these before you sign anything. Compare the ownership cost, not just the sticker prices, and pay attention to resale value projections, because that number will determine whether your purchase was an investment or an expensive mistake. The automotive market in 2026 is flooded with options. Most of them are noise. These 7 are the signal. Hit that like button if this list helped you narrow down your search. Subscribe for more expert-backed automotive guides that cut through the noise and deliver real information. And drop a comment telling me which SUV on this list you're considering, or which one you already own. 7 picks, 1 video, the information you need to make the smartest SUV purchase of your life.